guys, I'm Gia.
And I'm Drea.
And welcome back to the Friend in My Head podcast featuring the aunties who support the fuck out of black women. We deserve all the respect.
Come on, somebody.
We deserve all the love. And quite frankly, we tired of you niggas. And we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it.
Ain't we? Ain't that it? Ain't that it?
We fitting to talk about it. Okay.
Fitting to. Come on, country.
You know
yes.
what? I'm so tired.
We're gonna make this a country fried episode.
I'm so country fried.
Yes,
let me write that one. Let me write that down.
Shoot.
Oh my God. Listen, I'm so tired of everybody telling me I'm country all the time. I really don't.
It's cute though. I can see if it was a whack country, but no, it's cute.
I mean, I'll be cute or whatever. I'll be cute or whatever. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
If that's what you say, if that's what the fuck you say, then that's what I am. Okay. I get called country all the time, but you know what? Somebody pointed out your accent a couple days ago. They were like, "Yeah, Drea's got like a little bit of an accent too, but obviously not country." And I told them, and oh my God, I'm a horrible friend because I told them, I was like,
I don't know where she from.
No, I was like, I want to say she's from like Philly or something. Am I wrong?
Yeah, and that's the thing. It changes depending on, like, if I'm home, then boom. It's like that East Coast comes way out, like, doing all that, saying join and all that. So, yes, it's Philly. But when I'm back home in LA, then, you know, I get them hard ARs in there.
Boy, and they be hard too.
We going hard.
Hard.
Like, yeah, we doing all that. So it depends on where I'm at and who I'm around. That brings out my native tongue, if you will. So,
see, I'm a good friend. I got it right.
This bitch guessed. I think she's from Philly. She is back east somewhere.
I knew it was something. The thing is, though, is I just remember, because I think I remember you saying something about your mom going there, and I was like, I think that's where she from. And they were like, oh, I can definitely tell. So I was right. The fuck? Give me my pride. Didn't we say we was gonna respect black women?
Oh, honey. Yeah. You make it hard, bud.
Wow.
No. You make it
you
hard.
Being ethnic.
But outside of that, what's up? What up, Philly? How you doing? How you living? What's up?
Okay, well, you know what? Since we shouting out places, hey, North Carolina.
Here we go.
Hey, North Carolina, how y'all doing? Take your shirt off. Twist that shit around your hand. Spin it like a helicopter, goddammit.
Please.
Listen,
I can't.
Petey Pablo made us feel so good for like a millisecond with his two song face ass. We felt so fucking good. Like, do you know that black people would literally go to fucking clubs with a t-shirt in their hand with anticipation of that fucking song coming on, bitch?
Wait, what?
Yes.
Oh, no. Say it ain't so, not that. Just
Friend.
for that. Oh, y'all was proud. Y'all was like, shit.
We was like, because listen, we don't be having nobody come out of North Carolina. Like, we be having like athletes and shit like that. And then I think I mentioned on our very first episode that Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit is from North Carolina. But baby, we don't be having. So when Petey Pablo made a whole goddamn song about North Carolina, oh bitch, we fucking went off. Do you understand what I'm saying? We went off. We was like, oh, it is our time. It is our time. North Carolina is finna fucking shine, okay?
I know y'all hated to see that motherfucker go out of style, but
let me tell you something. When he started flopping, we was like, look at this son of a bitch. Just sorry. Probably got a blow up mattress. Sorry ass.
Oh,
girl, we was upset. We was upset, but we was happy in the moment though. We was taking our shirts off and twisting them shits and spinning them like helicopters. So
did Petey Pablo go to jail for rape?
Oh wow.
It's so funny.
Wait,
it's so funny.
Before y'all one star our podcast on iTunes. No. We're not laughing.
I'm not. I'm so not. It's so not funny. Oh God, I love you guys all. No,
I think that was a gun. I think you think about Mystical because they used to look a little bit alike.
Mystical. You're right.
And I think that when Petey did get in trouble, I want to say it was for like a gun charge. I feel like it was a gun charge because we thugs out there.
Mystical. I was thinking about.
We thugs in North Carolina. I want you to understand that. Now,
All
listen, how many times a day do you got to talk me off the ledge? How many damn times?
You know what? No, it's you and your dad's side of family. Your mom. You right.
Because I'll be showing you shit that my family be saying. Like, so you know we all kind of. Oh yeah, we all kind of crazy in North Carolina. So, friend. What's going on with you? What's new? Anything?
Baby. Not much new. Just work and sleep and rinse and repeat. Nothing. Oh, and I guess this will go into what we're about to touch on later. But go ahead. I need a new roster.
You need a new roster?
I need a whole new roster. All of them. We trashing all of them and starting from scratch.
Wait, you talking about niggas?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I just said fuck them all because I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm chilling like shit because I'm just fed the fuck up. I was fed up when we stopped recording. I was fed up then. I'm fed up now. Ain't shit changed. Ain't a motherfucking thing changed.
That's where I'm at. So we now here. We're here now. So yeah. Speaking of Negroids, we're gonna go ahead with the last smash or pass because that's pretty much all they're worth at this point. Is a smash or pass because none of them want to be lasting with nobody. How you doing?
Right. Hey.
So. The first one. So my first one for you, this is gonna be last smash or pass for the men of Nickelodeon. Okay.
Wow.
So the first.
So you just gonna okay? So is this what we doing moving forward?
No,
is this what we doing?
What is wrong?
Because I feel like you about to present some bullshit, and I just need to prepare myself for next week and the week after and the week after.
Hold on, you remember that white boy from All That? No. Sure. What's the other one? The Roundhouse. You know, when never mind life gets me so down.
See, I don't recall.
Okay, never mind. Let me go ahead with my real list. Okay, scratch that. So I know somebody out there remember Roundhouse. Go on, drop a note on the episode to let me know that I'm not by myself just because Mima don't remember. See? So listen, yeah. So
niggas, man.
So we're gonna go with the men of Nickelodeon. First one is a young Kenan Thompson. Come on, titties.
Now wait. Is Kenan the fat one or the skinny one?
The fat one. I knew you was gonna say.
Well, you already motherfucking know, bitch. You know where that big boy can go.
I knew you was going to describe him like that. Okay. Kenan.
And I wrote fat beside his name too. I wrote fat so I wouldn't forget.
Please leave. The second one is going to be you guessed it, a young Kel Mitchell. That's the thin one. Okay. And the last one is a one Nick Cannon.
Okay.
See? Yeah,
okay.
See?
You didn't do me dirty. You didn't do me super dirty.
Didn't. I know I didn't.
So let's go ahead and get the pass out the way now. Goodbye, Tubby.
You ain't shit, boo.
I sure ain't, and neither is he. No, thank you.
But he's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, Hattie. Okay.
Okay.
Boy, them jokes ain't gonna get them titties out the way. I see how this is going.
And you know what? We might as well call this episode fat shaming because people be in our comments
Oh, honey. Oh, boys, I love it. Hold on.
Listen, she loves. I said I've been very vocal about not. I don't want no thick nigga. I can't do nothing with a thick nigga. So Keena can go.
Okay.
Keena can go. I think I'm going to smash Kale. Because I like gaps and I like funny teeth. So but the gap isn't enough. Like, I don't think he's unattractive. I never thought he was unattractive. I just couldn't see myself being in a relationship with him. Now, Nick Cannon, fun fact about your girl, I used to have a major crush on Nick Cannon.
Really?
Yes, when he made Your Pops Don't Like Me and all that shit, I bought his music and everything.
None of his catalog, child. Don't nobody know his catalog but
and
you.
let me tell you something. You better not tell nobody that I fucking said I liked his music, okay? You need to keep that between us.
You the
but
only
I'm gonna
one
go.
that bought his album, child.
I'm gonna go with
right.
Nick because first of all, he has the most adorable smile. Like, it's kind of crooked a little bit. Then he got money. He got a whole lot of money. And it's crazy because people used to love to call him Mr. Mariah. But I would be thinking to myself, like, he either running neck and neck or got more money than her, because Nick got money. Like, he got bank.
He got real money.
Yeah, he got real money. And I'm not saying, to the lambs and shit, because, lambs be getting super offended about shit. But I'm not saying Mariah doesn't have money. I'm just saying it was just insulting for people to kind of, downgrade Nick. And I'm like, wait a minute, but Nick got some commas in that bank account though. Like, don't, what?
See, they always tried to sun Nick.
Yeah, because he kind of corny. He a little corny, but see, I like corniness a little bit. So I can fuck with corny. Now, I forgot what point I was. Oh no, I forgot what point I was gonna make. I forgot what point. But anyway, that's gonna be my order. Buy Keena. Kale, where the condoms at?
Oh shit.
And Nick, it's me and you and Monroe and Rocco. What's Morocco and what's the fucking twins'
fucking
name?
doof-ass names. I don't know.
It was
Moroccan Roland.
Morocco and who gives
Roland.
a shit? No, bitch, get the. You know what?
Were you sure?
It's rock. I know it's rock and roll is what they call them, rock and roll. But I know the rock. Yeah, so I don't fucking know. But
I thought it was roll with the L. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't mind playing stepmom. And I think he got another child, like a little boy named Golden or something like that. I can play stepmama for Nick Cannon. I like Nick.
Listen,
Nick.
Okay, all right. Thank you, ma'am. This bitch. I think Kel has turned into, from what I remember, and I think the last I read anything on him was maybe a couple years back or something, but he has turned into a very grounded, well-rounded individual.
Yeah, ain't he like into God and shit?
I don't think so.
I think he's super heavy into God. Like, the last thing that I saw was him and his wife in a.
Is that a deal breaker?
We'll talk about where I sit with religion another day. But the last picture.
I forgot. No,
that
was actually just a joke. But
well, the last picture that I saw of him, it was him and his wife. And they were in the pulpit, and it was like he just got ordained or something like that. Like, I don't remember what it was, but yeah, he like a Jesus freaking shit now. I ain't mad.
Well, shit, I'm ordained. I don't.
Wait, you are?
Still get Gia, Meemaw. We literally, when I posted this on my Instagram, it was either my Instagram or Facebook. That was one of the first things that you said. I guess I don't know you.
But let me tell you something.
Actually, a lot of people don't know.
But see, let me tell you something. That shows how much of a fucking meemaw you are. Because how many times do I got to tell you that I got a memory issue? I have told you that a million times that I really do.
Y'all, she remembers shit. She remembers shit when she wants
No,
to
but
remember
it's
shit.
like, no. I really,
if she want to fight you, she gonna remember the reason why.
No,
I'ma
always remember. I'ma always remember to beat your ass. I'ma always remember to beat somebody's ass for sure. But I really do, and I keep saying that I'm gonna go to a neurologist about this because it's sometimes, you know what? That's getting into some shit. That's getting into a totally different discussion, bitch. Let's move on to your last smash or pass. But I'm gonna get you next week because you tried me. I feel like you tried me a little bit with the nigga because you put that big nigga in my lineup.
Cause he funny.
Drea.
What?
Drea. You can't fuck comedy.
He could make you laugh them draws right off. He laugh all up in your stuff.
I would be so dry.
Oh,
I would be so dry. I'm not it.
I can't even front. I would too. That's fine.
I can't. No, thank you. Okay, so your lineup today is going to be the brothers from Juice, and I didn't play you. I didn't add Fat Boy to this lineup. I did the other guys, everybody else. So we have Bishop, who was played by, rest in peace, Tupac Shakur.
Oh, young Tupac, yes.
Yes. Then we have Q, that was played by Omar Epps, who has been eating and laying down. But it's okay, because in Juice, that nigga was fine.
Yes,
and then we have Raheem, who was in the movie all of 5 minutes, but his presence was felt.
Who
Raheem was played by Khalil. Yeah, Raheem was Khalil Kane. You remember Bishop killed him. Bishop shot him.
Let me look up. Hold on.
You remember, and you know he played you because you watch Girlfriends, right? He played Maya's husband.
Oh, you sure right. Okay, you sure right. Okay. Ooh, this is a good one.
It is. I'm excited to see what your order gonna be.
Ooh, okay. I got it.
And start where you want to start. Whether you want to start with a pass, smash, whatever. Start where you want to start.
Okay, I'm gonna start with the pass.
Okay.
And this
is hard.
It really is. Let me see. The pass is probably going to be, now am I taking them as they were as young men?
Yes, take them from the movie. No. Take them from the movie. Because I feel like if you take, more specifically Omar, because like I said, he been eating and laying down. So I feel like if you take him for where he is right now, I feel like you'd just be like, you know. But then again, I don't know, because you like thick niggas, so it might work out in your favor.
Omar, he's still alright right now. He's alright. I ain't gonna give him too much, but he's alright right now. He ain't what he was. Let me see. I'm gonna pass on, what was the last one's name again?
Raheem, played by Khalil Kane.
I'm gonna go ahead and pass on Khalil.
Okay.
And that's strictly going off of a lust standpoint. He don't make my my lady bits jump. He don't do nothing for them. I'm going to smash a one Tupac Shakur. And that's only because we all know, ladies, we all know when you ain't shit, you got the best dick. Do you not? And he sure wasn't shit. So back then, come on somebody. Back then, I'm gonna go ahead and smash that young Tupacarus, all right?
Yeah, he definitely was a cold piece of work in that film. Like, he was grade A asshole. Cause how do you kill a nigga and then go to his funeral?
That's the thing. So it's like, you got all that. How it just don't add up. I would be fucking shocked. My mouth, you could tip me over with a fucking feather if his dick was trash.
Didn't Madonna say he had some good dick though?
Everybody done said he had some good dick.
Wow.
But I can't go off of Madonna though.
Yeah, you really can't. You can't say nothing.
No.
The white bitch say.
Oh, my word. My word. Oh, Hattie. So let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and get my last pick out. My last pick. Yeah, I'll make it last with Omar. Cause he, okay. I could see that being a nice, you know, you gotta. Oh no, yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, I'm gonna go on ahead and keep that order. I'm gonna make it last with him. Okay, cause he too looks like he could, you know, bust out my back if needed. And still,
like Omar now or Omar in June?
No, yikes! Omar now may have ED problems from his weight gains.
Girl, listen, did you see that movie that he did with Nia Long on Netflix? Like the recent, it was called Fatal Affair. Yes, or something? Girl. First of all,
what the fuck was that?
That crazy Negro, and on top, he just been eating and laying down. I just was not convinced that I just wasn't convinced. Nothing convinced me at all about him
that whole movie.
The whole movie, like nothing convinced me for sure that this nigga was psycho. Like I wasn't here for it. Like I wasn't here for it. So, okay, well I kind of figured that would be your order, mainly because I thought about Raheem. Like when I thought about this, I was like, I know she probably gonna pass on him because he's more of a pretty boy, and you're not into. To me, you know, you're not into like those kind of feminine looking dudes, you know.
Andrea loves a fine ass man.
Okay, give me a Hollywood example of a nigga that you like that's considered pretty to you.
Boris Kodjoe. He ain't pretty as he used to be, but back in the day, you know how people still say Halle Berry, but she's not the Halle Berry that she was. That's what Boris Kodjoe is too. Okay. For the dudes.
Okay, give me another one, because with Boris, two things. So with Boris, number one, I've never seen it for him, kind of like Idris Elba. Like, I don't see it for Idris, however the fuck you say his name. I don't see it for him either. And Boris is another one that I never saw it for, like, never. And so, but to me, he's fine, but I don't consider him pretty. So give me another example of what you consider to be a pretty boy.
What's his name? The one that looked like Drake.
Is your nipples hard, man?
Yeah. You know I'm doing my left cheek, right cheek to it. Oh.
You're not doing that shit again this week, bitch.
You sure the fuck, please. Look at it. Bop, bop, bop. So, what's his name?
Look at
it. Tyler, is it?
You talking about the nigga from P-Valley?
Oh, yes, honey. How you doing,
Everybody
sweetheart?
is going nuts for him, and I don't see it. He not...
But, you know what?
No.
And shame on you then. Shame
you know
on
what?
You for not seeing that greatness.
Listen, just pass me Frank Ocean or...
Oh, how dare you?
I would take Frank Ocean over that nigga from P-Valley. He's not.
I know you fucking lying. Hold on.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe it's because, first of all, Frank Ocean has a gap. So let's just dive into that first and foremost. He has a gap. So automatically, you know that's gonna give me some point. I think that with the dudes, and I know I'm about to offend the shit out of people when I say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway because you know what the fuck, what the hell? Why not? I think it's because you know my preference. With women, I like women all across the gamut, color wise, not race wise. Black is the only thing for me.
Look at this.
So like with women, I like light and dark and brown. Like I like anything with women. With men, you gotta be like brown or dark. I'm not gonna say anything disparaging about light skinned men because it's not like not there. It's just not. It's not what I've dated in the past. Like I had like 2, but yeah, maybe that's why I don't see it for him.
You tripping? That's
so
that
you
man
mean to tell
there?
Me you gonna meet him at the door just bent over,
like
left cheek, right cheek?
Like you said that you would do. Who'd you say? the door would move you out the way because you'd be laying on the floor with your legs cocked open. Bitch, that's... I forgot
who did I say that about?
Was. I forgot. But bitch,
because you know I be hoeing.
Died.
I forget. I be hoeing and I forget, bitch.
It was one of them last special pass, but I was fucking out. But that right there, he has a girlfriend, so you know my dick got soft with that. But baby, that right there, if he was single, please, risking it all. That's a fine young man. And of course, what's his name? Long in the tooth. What's his name?
Home.
Ricky. What is his name?
Ricky. Oh, Morris Chestnut. Morris Chestnut. Now, baby, now you're speaking my language. Now you speaking my motherfucking language, bitch. Okay, right so there. Listen, Morris Chestnut. Yes. That nigga, let me tell you when I thought he was super fine though. Like this is when like I've always thought, even in Boys in the Hood, when he was, you know, looking a little ashy because I think that was his first thing. Listen, they had him in casket color number 56.
Casket mud.
They had him chalky, bitch. They had him chalky. So but even with that, I saw the potential of good looking. But and in his films after that, I was like, okay, he fine. But that motherfucking Best Man Holiday, god damn it,
come on,
when he walked in that room in them bedroom trousers and no shirt,
not bedroom trousers,
because I don't know what they call. I was thinking to myself, Morris, I would be the bitch that would, like, you know, once everything was everything with his wife, I'd be like, damn, you need me to cook you anything? Like, you need me to do anything on
you got to come over with that consolation banana bread for him. Let me rub your back. I know you're hungry.
And the thing about it is, Drea, you are normally the more rational one that'll say, you know what? You wrong. You out of line, Gia.
No.
But not tonight.
Not
you was like,
Morris.
bitch. You was like, make him some banana bread, bitch.
Because his wife is gone.
Oh,
you know, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but you know
what?
Life goes on. You got to love and live again, you know?
We gotta go ahead and hit delete on this podcast because, bitch, so many people gonna be saying so much shit. They're gonna be like, I love you guys, but unfollow. This is ridiculous. You were on there fat shaming. You were on there light skin shaming. Talking about people dying and thinking it was funny. You bitches are heartless.
I hate you bitches.
I'm gonna leave you a 1 star.
Oh, that's fine. It won't be the first. We done got less from worse. That's fine. Baby, that's
okay. Yes. Morris, it made me a little bit hot in here. Okay, Morris, ain't he married?
Morris, I'm gonna give you 2 jumps on the left side for that. Bop, 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 bop.
Ma'am, let me tell you what you're not finna do. Every episode, you're not finna be popping your ass, okay? I'ma fully expect that shit at the live show, bitch. I'ma need you to pop that thing.
I'm telling you, y'all gonna have to look closely because it's gonna be moving, but it ain't gonna be a big jump, but it's gonna be moving.
I'm gonna be there with a couple of singles. I'm gonna definitely be in the room with a couple of singles. You have to give them back,
girl.
Yeah, you have to give them back though. But yeah, hey.
Oh, see, this is the problem. Ooh, honey, I can't stand them. I can't stand them at all. Well, speaking of that, we might as well get into your topic because you sure did jump in the character of them.
Okay, so this is something. Well, I have a couple things that I want to kind of touch on. Because I've seen like a lot of things floating around like social media over the last couple weeks where a lot of people seem to be confused when it's time to have like, what are we conversations? Like, what are we doing? And one of the things, or two of the things, I got 2 different ones. The first, I mean, it's defining what you are in the relationship. So I have two different ones. This girl said that she had been dating this guy for 7 months, and today he asked me, why don't I have a boyfriend?
What?
And right,
Gia, wait, hold on, bitch. Oh me, oh my, no.
So a girl came behind her and said, and I have two of these because they apparently people kind of see them two different ways. So a girl came behind her and commented and said, talking means you both are interested. Okay. Dating means you're spending more time together than with other people, but neither of you have solidified anything.
Okay.
In a relationship, you both have come to a verbal agreement that you guys are going to be monogamous, and she said, that's my advice. Don't confuse the three. So then almost like a couple days after that, someone came with another list, and this one, it threw me a little bit. So kind of the same point. She said, talking is we exchange numbers, do things on a friendship level, and maybe, and this was bold, capitalized and underlined, maybe even had sex. We're testing the waters to see if
that's what talking is.
That's what she said. She said maybe no, testing the waters to see if it's a growing interest. Then she said, dating, we are spending time together doing various activities like movies, bowling, concerts, dinner, etc. as friends with a mutual interest in each other, but we are still allowed to talk to other people. Dating exclusively, we are dating. However, we have cut off all other people we're interested in to focus on us getting to know each other better. And then this is where it threw me. She said, relationship. We have made a mutual agreement. Wait. She said, we have made a mutual agreement to become a couple. It's just you and me, point blank, period. I was confused by dating exclusively and relationship because that to me sounds like the same thing.
And that's exactly what it is. But you see the order that she had that. In the talking stage, y'all fucking. This is why they acting the way the fuck they acting today. Because you have motherfuckers that's out here, oh, we just talking, but y'all fucking doing everything but claiming each other publicly.
Hey, why are you so loud? Why are you so loud? I do that. Okay? Mind your business. Mind your motherfucking business, bitch.
Let me put my nose about a grown folk business. Go on, ma'am. Go on.
Hey, if we talking, you gonna break me off. The fuck? I need to test drive the car before I buy that bitch. So,
but
yes, we fucking.
Don't you do that in the dating phase? If you choose
I'm fucking the whole time. What do you mean? What do you mean?
You know what? Let me. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna just remove myself from the conversation, girl.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna let you. But hey, don't be so loud.
Listen,
be so loud.
I feel like this. If everybody is, I consider talking like we exchange information. We may text every now and then. It's real super on a casual level. I'm not really exchanging personal information or personal details about my life with this young man. We're just, just really like ultra casual. Now, when you start dating, that's when you start getting into, you are now in the roster. Where I'm trying to decide if you are going to be someone that I'm going to take to the next level, be it, I only have, I guess, 3 levels. It's the, the talking, dating, and then exclusive relationship. So the dating, to me, it's not necessarily sexual because I'm still getting to know everybody, but it's on a more consistent basis where I'm calling these people, we're hanging out, we're doing, like she said, various activities together. We're diving into each other's lives a little bit more and on a more personal level. And I'm seeing basically if you are a candidate to be, in the running for this exclusive shit. And if we decide to, cut everybody in our roster off, then boom, we moving on to the exclusive level. So now it's just me and you, and we getting into the thick of shit. We see something long term in each other, and we're going to go from there, but there's nobody else involved at that point. And that to me, I think is the...
Oh no, I didn't. It sounded like I was about to cut you off. So, because I thought you were finished. My bad.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I want to circle back to the young lady that said that she was dating this guy for 7 months, and he literally asked her, "Why don't you have a boyfriend?" Do you know I would have dotted all that nigga's I's and crossed all his fucking T's, like practice that shit on his face? When I tell you,
literally,
I would have busted his shit. And see, and that's why the conversation of what are we doing? I feel like it's something like the minute you get to the point where you're starting to feel a certain way, like your feelings are starting to change, in order for you to not get that hurt, like in the long run, I think it's so important to just straight up say, what the fuck are we doing? You don't have to say what, like find whatever variation of what are we you want to use, and then use that shit. Because I think that if somebody is, first of all, sometimes, I'm not even gonna say sometimes, a lot of times, at least with my experience, I know you've experienced this before too, a lot of guys will talk a lot of really good fucking game. They will spit so much game.
Share my experience too.
And they will literally make you feel like you guys are, it's on its way to some exclusive shit. And then they'll hit you with that wham-a-lam at the end and be like, well, hey, why you ain't got a nigga though? Like, you real cool, dog, bro. you real cute. You real cool, bro. Like, and you're like, wait a minute. So what are we doing?
Make somebody really happy.
And I feel like she probably could have avoided that disappointment. Like, I don't know if she did or not, because it didn't go into detail, and I didn't go try to check her Twitter to see what else she had to say. But I just feel like, you can almost avoid situations like that if you ask that "what are we doing?" question. What are we? Like, where are we going? What are your intentions with me? Like, it's super important to ask people straight up, what are your fucking intentions with me? And a lot of people don't do that because they don't want to ruin the moment and shit. But fuck that. I'll ruin all the moments, bitch. If it's gonna save me heartache later, let's ruin. I'm popping all the motherfucking balloons. Get it on out of here, bitch. I'm doing it all.
I was recently dating somebody, and like, I started to get to that point where it's like, okay, I'm ready to cut, because let me put a pin in that. Going back to when we first decided that we were going to start dating, we had a long conversation about what our intentions were, and we both wanted the same things, and we both knew that we weren't going to we were dating with a purpose. We're not just out here dating everybody and giving everybody our time, because we both wanted the same thing. So we decided to proceed and start dating each other, right? Skip the talking phase because we already knew each other. We went straight to phase 2, which was the dating. So, time goes on, and some months have passed, and so I just doing a regular check-in. I tap him on the shoulder, hey, how you feeling? How's it going so far? Because, bitch, if y'all don't know nothing else, know this, and I will forever say this wherever I need to say it. Andrea is about her fucking time. Do not waste my time, because it's not promised to me.
That's my Petey Pablo. I'm in the background supporting you. I'm twisting my motherfucking shirt like a helicopter. Come on now.
So I tap him on the shoulder. I'm like, listen, how you feeling so far? Do you feel okay with where we're at? And, let me know your thoughts. This was supposed to be a casual conversation of just let me know if you still in the same space that we were when we first started, And this motherfucker hit me with the a few weeks back I decided that I'm just gonna be living this is about YOLO. I'm only living once.
My God.
I'm living.
And you don't want me to fight this nigga?
Listen, I want to fight him in his fucking face. So, going back to my initial point, it didn't start off with me being in the dark, not knowing what he wanted out of dating or not. It's not like we didn't have this conversation before we even attempted to start dating. We both agreed that we was on the same page with everything, and quote, he'd be a fool not to entertain the idea and all this other kind of shit. And then let him tell it 3 weeks back. He didn't tap me on my shoulder and be like, Drea, I feel a little bit different. I wanna be on some hoe shit real quick. I'm cool. I don't wanna be in the dating situation.
And I can't fight this nigga.
He hit me with that. I've been doing this, so-called the right way all these years, and it hasn't worked for me so far, so I'ma just do the complete opposite, and I'm living for the moment. I'm not looking forward to or I'm not looking towards the future. I'm living for the moment, and whatever's going to happen is going to happen. My issue, that's fine, do you? But again, if you felt this 3 weeks, almost a whole month back, bitch, that's when you tap me on my fucking shoulder and tell me different, so I can move the fuck on and not be in this situation wasting my own time.
Right.
Because I could have had somebody else. You blocking my blessings with somebody else. I didn't cut off. Well, not cut off. Let me not say that. But
you didn't cut them hoes off. Did you? Let me hold the mic to your mouth and ask the important questions. So, were them hoes cut off or not?
Them hoes was just put on pause for a minute. I started, talking to him a lot more and them a lot less.
So you put the hoes on the mannequin challenge, like sit still, because I might be the fuck back.
Right, and I'm so glad I did, because here we are. Back at the same bullshit, square one. And it's like,
right,
these dudes, I don't respect it. I don't respect a man that talks a good game, Savannah, going in to make himself look good, to where we think that this is a good guy. He's saying all the right shit. He was even showing me all the right shit. So because I go off of actions and words. So it's like, I'm seeing actions, I'm seeing words, and then all of a sudden, when I do the check-in, is when you tell me. So if I didn't do that check-in, coming back around to the initial point, if I didn't tap him on the fucking shoulder when I did, ain't no telling how long he would have had that shit going.
And would have been stringing you along the entire time, and would have also found a way to blame it on you too, because I feel like that's what also happens. Like, well, you didn't say anything. You didn't ask me nothing. You didn't check in to see, like, nigga.
Absolutely, that's what they do. It's like, oh well, I thought we talked about the fact that I don't want to be married, and not to say that he said that, but that's generally what they go back to. Like, I told you I wasn't looking for a relationship, but you decided to keep talking to me. Like, what?
And another thing that like with women, for people who are, especially like our younger listeners, let me tell you something. If a nigga tell you what they not looking for, do not believe anything about you is going to change their mind. Like, it's just
nothing.
Not. You might have a very rare occurrence of your pussy being that fire. That to the point that he wants to change his mind and he wants to commit. But listen, don't bank on it. If somebody tells you that they are not ready to be in some type of commitment, they're just chilling, whatever take that as face value. Don't try to look for anything deeper. Don't try to look for any asterisk points beneath that shit. Take what he says and leave it as it is. And at that point, you have to make a decision. Once they say to you, hey, listen, I'm not really looking for anything serious. I'm just here trying to chill, and I'm just trying to have a good time, not trying to get involved at that point. At that point, you have to decide for yourself, are you going to stick around knowing that nothing is going to come from this because he's literally telling you that it's not? Or are you just going to dip because you guys aren't on the same path and don't want the same things? So, I just wanted to inject that point.
Let me
because I
read
think it's really
something
important.
let me read something that I saved that's a quote, if you will.
Okay.
Quote, I'm neither looking for nor running from a relationship. I like to get to know people, and whatever develops from there is cool with me.
Sound like somebody gonna waste your goddamn time. That's what the fuck it
All
sounds
of it.
like. All of
And
it.
that's a quote from a young Giannikis circa.
Wait a minute. Oh, God. Time's out. Time's out.
I found that quote in my archive, and I said, "Bitch, she spoke a whole word."
Hey. That's
And you said,
hey, take that back.
You signed it with the same thing. A nigga finna waste your time. Period. All of it. Period.
Every
That's
single
it,
bit
yeah.
of it. Wait a minute. I thought you were saying that I said that. I was like, wait, whoa.
No,
You should have
no.
You should have texted me that. Don't put a nigga on. I was like,
No.
God damn. She
You
fucking it
posted
up.
that.
For me.
You posted that on your Instagram story a while back, and I
Yeah.
screenshot it because I was like, that right there, that's the fucking truth, and
It is the truth.
rings true to this fucking day.
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen one deviate from the script yet.
Right. And you know, another thing, like as far as with these types of what are we conversations, I wrote something down too. A person who has good intentions won't have an issue with having honest dialogue about the direction of y'all's situation. Like, so if their intentions are, whether it's they intend to be in an actual relationship with you, or whether they just simply intend to just really just have a good time, they're not looking to hurt your feelings, but they want to be
Right.
honest. Nothing that you ask them is gonna put them off. Like there shouldn't
Right.
it shouldn't cause tension. It shouldn't make them feel away, because again, if they are being intentional with you, no matter what direction that intention is going, they're not gonna have a problem with you asking that question. Like, what are we
Right.
doing? They're not gonna have a problem with it. And I feel like, you know, a lot of people kind of avoid those conversations because I don't want to ruin the moment. I don't want to upset them. I don't want to, you know, make things too serious. Even though you want to know how serious you two are, ask the fucking
Baby.
question.
That good old accountability, they dodged that like the motherfucking plague.
Absolutely. And you gotta have some accountability for yourself too. Like to add, like you did, you took it upon yourself to say, okay, this is how I'm feeling. This is what we've been doing. I just need to know, what are we gonna do as a unit? What are we gonna do as a unit?
How you feeling?
And-
Are we seeing eye to eye right now, or are you
Right.
on a different page?
Right. And I'm glad he, like, even though I'm mad that, you know, that he did that, like, because I still want to fight him. I still
definitely do
feel
too.
like,
Yeah.
okay, well, hey, listen, listen, because we can cut this shit short right the fuck now, and I will book my flight. and because I got plenty sneakers, bitch. I will get on
Baby.
motherfucking American Airlines so quick, and the fuck.
Come on, somebody. I might allow this one exception. I won't let you fight for no other reason. But this one, come on, bitch. He kind of big, so both of us gonna have to take him.
You gonna need me for that one. So you know, I'll Tasmanian devil his ass. Like I'm ready to, because you know I'll be holding in punching people in the first damn place. So listen, I will be here in that number.
hey.
I will be in that number, ready. So another like just still along the same lines, this guy asked on Twitter, he said, and FYI, I don't have a Twitter. Like, I do have a Twitter, but it's like a ghost Twitter, and I literally only go on there to, like, if I see something on Instagram and I just want to see if it's like a thread, like, for the conversation. So don't be asking me what the fuck my Twitter is, 'cause I'm not going to tell you. It's not a big, I don't have no followers. I don't follow anybody. I literally use it for the search button, and that's it. But this guy on Twitter said, this girl says she likes me and we had sex. After some weeks of everyday sex, she caught feelings and wants me to profess my love for her. I'm not ready for a relationship. So what advice do you have? And then she said, she said, if the sex must go on, we have to be in a relationship, and I should tell her how I feel about her. I mean, I don't feel nothing aside from good sex. From the good sex that we're having, which I must confess is very, very good. And I want it to continue going on for at least the rest of the year. I don't know how old this little man is, but that's another situation. She came out, she said what the fuck she wanted, and she was like, so this is what's gonna be. If you still want this pussy, you're gonna have to tell me you like me too, and that's the only way it can keep going.
Right.
But see, the thing is he has to be open and honest too. Like, he's on Twitter asking people what the fuck he should do. Why you can't tell her exactly what the fuck you just said to Twitter? So you can get on social media and ask strangers who ain't fucking you, by the way. You can get on there and ask strangers what it is that you should do about your personal life. But the one person who is literally asking you for a response, you don't have any of that for her. You can't tell her the exact same thing you just told all these niggas on Twitter.
No, ain't that the way of the world? Ain't that how that work now? They do memes and fucking tweets and shit, trying to get everybody else involved except the motherfucker that is actually involved.
Right.
Speaking of tweets though, going with this, I saw a tweet that it was two girls. One asked the question and one replied. She said, people get so offended by the "what are your intentions" combo. But really, it's just a question. If you intend to see where it goes, say that. If you intend to make it serious, say that. If you just want to smash, say that. I don't know why it automatically becomes a pressure question. And so someone responded, she said, people do not like honesty. People do not like to be aware or even near awareness. They enjoy ignorance and feel pressured like you're causing problems if you don't enjoy it too. Pure intentions and transparency will never be accepted or loved amongst those who love to play in mud. I said, bitch, goddamn.
You know what?
Baby.
She didn't have to snatch our wigs like that.
I need my couple edges, and they gone now. I saw that. I was like, she hit that right on the fucking head.
She really did. And it goes back to the quote that I gave. Like, if somebody has good intentions with you, and again, good intentions don't have to necessarily lean in the direction of what it is that you want. Like, just honesty in general, and being honest, somebody being honest with you is well-intentioned, in my opinion, because they don't want to hurt your feelings. Like, you might not like what it is that they have to say, but like I always just say in general conversation, like, I'd much rather be hurt and in tears because you told me the truth than to basically feel that same type of hurt because I find out later that you lied or that you weren't being honest with me at all.
Right.
And people just don't want to do that. Guys also say that the reason why they don't have that intentions conversation or what are we is because they say that women don't appreciate or like honesty.
No, that's not the truth. You can be honest. I'm gonna tell you, and I think I've mentioned this before. I was seeing this one dude, and we were friends for the longest time, and we decided for one day, because we had been, it's the heavy flirting, heavy petting shit. And so one day he was just like, why don't we date? And I was like, yeah, why don't we date? So it was almost like, I was young, super young back then, but I decided to push pause on everything. So I stopped, like, oh, don't kiss me, we're just dating. It was like going backwards. So I was like, don't touch me, we're dating right now, we got to take it slow. And so I remember it just wasn't gelling. Us being together in that way wasn't gelling. And so I remember he was at work and we were supposed to see each other that night. And I remember talking to my homegirl like, damn, man, I don't know what it is, but I don't feel us, I don't see us being a thing, like for real. As much as I like him, I don't see us being a legit thing. And sure enough, before he got off work later that afternoon, he called me. And he was like, man, I was just thinking, this ain't working. I was like, no, you're right, it's not. And so it was like it was just a relief. But we both had that feeling going on at the same time. In the moment that he felt it, I appreciated the fact that he called me with it, because throughout our entire friendship, flirt, whatever you want to call it, that was one thing that we shared. We were open as fuck with each other, told everything to each other, kicked it, whatever. We were just open like that. And he maintained that openness while we were trying this dating thing. And the moment that he started to feel different, that's when he called me and was just like, this ain't working. And sure enough, after we had that conversation, we still kicked it from that night forward, back to the same bullshit, you know, hanging out. We kissed and all that stuff, but it wasn't on no, you're my boyfriend, I'm your girlfriend. We were just, it just went back to a good place with us. And from that day forward, I have never respected a dude like I respected him for being upfront and honest with me.
Right.
Because nobody has been upfront and honest with me outside of, you know, if we broke up or.
Hey,
like,
I have.
No, I'm talking about me dating.
Oh, well, you know, still don't leave me out.
All right. as far as these rag-ass dusty boys, I'm talking about them. Like, I've had to force them to be honest with me, and it's always after the fact on some shit, you know what I mean? Like, they haven't been upfront like he was. And it's just like, going back to your point, men would get so much more if they stayed honest from jump. There's a way to stay honest and say what you're feeling and still get what you want, as long as you're saying it with tact. You don't have to be mean, you don't have to be an asshole, a dick, and all that. Just keep the fucking line of communication open, and everybody will be cool. The more you start shutting down and telling your friends and your timeline, your fucking business on what you don't want to do with the girl that's in your life right now, that's when shit gets fucked up. And now you have a fucking scratch on your car because it's been keyed.
Hey, listen, now you got sugar in your tank, bitch, because you tried it. Now you got whiteout on your car seats. I may have done that before, I may not have. Who's the fuck to say? Yes. Now you got whiteout on your car seats, bitch. Because you couldn't keep it real. You could not be honest, and I just don't fucking understand.
So specific. Yes, whiteout.
See, that's letting you know that I may or may not have made that purchase before.
Right.
It's none of your business. I could have pulled it out of the sky because it was the first thing that came to mind. Or I could have put whiteout in somebody's seat. You just don't know. You don't know what the fuck I be doing. You don't know what the fuck I be doing, okay?
Right. Lord.
So I had like I'm like the queen of attracting time wasters, I guess you can say, because I'm the, like, at least the queen, the prince, whichever one, princess, I don't give a damn. I just know I belong in the royal court, bitch, because it's just it's ridiculous. But I've definitely had situations. I actually had a situation kind of recent. Well, I won't say it's recently. It was about a year or so ago, where me and this person had expressed, like, interest and everything, and conversation was good. I felt like it was a connection, but I think that it was because we just had, I don't even want to say we had a lot in common. I just think that I called it a connection because our conversation always flowed so well. And I just felt like it was a very different situation. So he said to me, we kind of just, said to each other. It wasn't him saying one thing and me saying another, but it was kind of like let's get to know each other and kind of see where this thing goes or whatever. But the problem that came into all of that, and this kind of goes back to intentions and being able to talk about, the problem that came into it was the fact that he was always too busy. Like, there was always something going on, where it might have been with his kid, it might have been something with work, it might have been just everything, anything that you can pull from the sky that could make you fucking busy. This motherfucker was busy all the time. And my thing is I had to learn, like, the hard way, when it comes to people doing things, everybody in this world, I don't give a fuck who you are. If Barack Obama can sit his ass down and make a fucking video telling the people of the Shade Room to go vote,
come on,
this is Barack. This is Barry Obama. Okay. If this nigga can sit down and tell these motherfuckers who don't do shit but watch gossip and shit all day, if he can sit his ass in a chair and say, hey niggas, it's Barack, in case you forgot who the fuck I was, go vote. If he can do that, then bitch, you can text back, you can go on dates, you can do all kinds of things. But the minute you start running me an excuse every time, or not even just that, if I gotta be the one to initiate everything with you, like the only time you and I talk is because I reached out to you. The only time you and I link up for, activities, be it, out in public or in the bedroom, is because I initiated that shit. You don't have as much interest as you telling me that you have, because people who want things will make time for getting those things done. Like, you can't sit and complain about shit if you're not making the effort to get it done. And that's the cold hard damn facts. And so I hit him, just kind of like a final thing, like, hey, did you die? Like, because if this goes on red, I know you're at least alive at minimum.
Said, did you die?
Like, did you fucking die? And just, no, I've just been busy. And I left it at that. And then he started, wanting to ask me questions, about how I'm doing. No like, questions. Where do I live now? Him. Like, just all kinds of shit. And I'm like, why are you concerned? Because all of this that you're doing right now, it could have been initiated via text. And now I have no interest, because I'm not finna chase you. If you're that busy, you're not the person for me. I need somebody who's going to, you don't have to make me your number one priority, but somewhere on your list of shit to do, I need to be included. And if you're doing everything for your kid and everything for your job and everything for everybody else, one of the questions I like to ask people, especially these niggas, is when they tell me that they're too busy to text back or something like that, I'll ask them, who was the last person that you texted in your phone that you could possibly have some type of interest in, be it just a sexual interest or it could be a romantic interest? When was the last time, you don't have to tell me who, but when was the last time you text that person? Because if you made time to reach out and talk to that person, then you telling me that you were too busy for me is an excuse. Right. And that's when I know exactly what my place is. And so absolutely. I know that didn't really have very much to do. Well, I guess it does have to do with intentions, because again, if you're well intended, like if something is well intended, you're gonna make time. And I just do not believe, I don't listen to anybody when they say I'm too busy to make X, Y, and Z happen. No, you're not busy. You just don't. You just have poor time management skills, and I'm not a part of your list of priorities. So of course you're gonna be too busy for me if I'm not on your list. So you can skedaddle, little musty fucker, and I'm gonna go about my business. And I'm gonna go fuck about my business. Fuck off. Fuck you and your mustache having ass mama. Okay.
Oh, I
get mad and talk about people's mustache.
But you know what? When I brought up that same scenario about how everybody makes fucking time for what the fuck they want to in their life and in their day, you would think that I said you killed my niece. Like, what is the pushback for? Like, no, I really do be busy. No, bitch, you are making time for that thing that you're being busy with.
Right.
So it's still, my point is still valid, stupid. So if you are busy, then
extra enunciation.
So that means whatever you are, quote, busy with, that's what you decided that was important for you in that moment, in that day. I didn't fall along those lines, like you just said. And that's fine. If I don't, then that it is what it is. I'm going to remove myself, because I'm not going to be on anybody's fucking back burner. The fuck you think? Like, girl, so
pussy too good.
Pussy too good.
Pussy yanking. You will not put this pussy on the back burner, bitch. It is yanking.
Like, honestly, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can see if, again, I did this speech last week. You already know what I'm about to say. So it's like, I can see if we were not hot commodities out in this motherfucker. If you have my attention, do something with it. If you do not intend to do anything with it, let me the fuck go.
Wait a minute. Rewind. Bitch, excuse me? If you have my attention, do something with it.
That's it.
Come on, young Oprah.
Come
on, young Maya Angelou. If you have my attention, do something, bitch. That's going on a t-shirt when we do merch. If you have my attention, bitch, I'm writing this down. If you have,
that's it.
If you,
I'm so mad at you
have
right now.
my attention, I'm really writing it down. Do something.
Because that's what they want. They will beg and plead for a motherfucker's attention all day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going above and beyond to try to talk to this woman. I want your time. I want you. I want you in my face. I want you in my space. I love how your energy is. You got a good vibe. I fucks with your personality. You just so beautiful. You this and that.
Right.
Boom. You decide. You know what? I'll fucks with it. What's up? What you got to say? What you talking about? How you feel? What you want to do? Then all of a sudden you're packing your pocket. I ain't got it. Just ran out of
I ain't got it. I know what I said.
Like, that's how it goes, and I don't fucking understand. Leave people the fuck alone.
Right. Leave people exactly where they are if you don't have like any good intentions with them. Like, if you know that you're not looking for the same thing that somebody else is, if you know that a person, you might, like them but not like them in that way, if you know that you're busy courting, like heavily courting someone else, and you don't really, like, you have tunnel vision on that bottom line, common denominator here is just be fucking honest. Be honest with your intentions. Be honest with what it is that your expectations and things like that, because it's just unfair when you're asked the question and then it's almost like you spent this entire time, leading that person to something that you knew you had no intentions of carrying out. Like, you had no intentions of, trying to make this a thing. And I'm a huge believer. Like, I'm not going to give my time and attention to you if I don't feel like I want to give you that and lead you in that direction. Like, if there's nothing there for me, then I'm not going to lead you to believe that there is. You know what I'm saying? Right. But a well-intended person, they are going to give you time. A well-intended person is going to be honest with you about, things that they need to be honest with you about. A well-intended person, listen, hey, I got the bullet points. A well-intended person is not going to get upset when you try to have an honest conversation with them. They're going to be real even-tempered about shit, and you're just going to have that open communication, and it's just so important, communication in general. But like I said, people are just so afraid of quote unquote messing up a good thing. Like, why do I want to? It's almost like this dude that I dated when I first moved to Atlanta. He, anytime I tried to have the what are we conversation, why you can't just chill and just let the vibe be the vibe?
Oh, bitch, you already know how I feel about that fucking vibe shit.
First of all, anytime when I was on the dating apps, if I saw the word vibe, I don't care how fine you were. I don't care. Your bio could have been top tier. Who wrote this shit for you because it's so good and it's so funny. If I see the word vibe in your profile and it ain't like I'm a former editor at Vibe magazine or some shit like that, I'm automatically left swiping, because that and fucking sapiosexual. That shit, like, everybody's a fucking sapiosexual now. Like, bitch, get the fuck.
Don't everybody love words like that?
Everybody learned that word, and all of a sudden they lovers of words. Bitch, go to hell.
Right.
Go to girl. Fuck you. Fuck you. But he just didn't want to ruin the vibe. Like, he was like, you just don't like to live in the moment. And that's like a form of gaslighting, because it's like, you're making me feel bad about bringing something up that's important to me. Right. And you're making it seem like it shouldn't be a big deal. But bitch, it is, because we laid up. You know, we're going out, like you're upset when other people show interest in me. Like you just have all of this shit that's very boyfriend-ish, but you're not wanting to talk about us being an actual couple. Right. And that was really like, that was also like the first time too that I got kind of dragged for a really long time into like a situationship, because you know, I really thought that, you know, oh, he was like, you know, we're not going to put any titles on this. And, you know, I don't think that we need to put titles because what we got is so strong. Like, I fell for all the motherfucking...
Fuck you, sir. You don't get the fuck out of here.
Listen, I fell for all the dumb shit back in the day. And I give myself a pass because at the time I was only 23.
Oh, shit.
You know, but niggas.
Listen, and most of this stuff happens. I hear most of these excuses and shenanigans from these quote good guys, these good dudes.
Girl,
baby, the main ones that want to appear like they're good men in front of everybody. When you talk about them, they want you to hold them to high regard, and they want you to talk about how good of an individual they are, what kind of good heart they have. Bitch, those are the main ones with the same lines of, oh, I'm so busy, the same gaslighting shit that the fuck boys do. Now at least the fuck boys, they start off not being shit, and you get girls that, you know, think that they're going to change them into being shit. They always show their hand from jump. Fuck boys gonna always be fuck boys, but these so-called good dudes, they want to always come out as the good guy in the story. Like I said, in the story that they tell, in the story that you tell after it's ended. And I'm sorry, you're fucking not. You're not a good man. You're not a good dude. And also they consider themselves good dudes because they don't want to tarnish that good dude image if they were to approach you on some sex shit only. So what they do is they approach you on the shit that you want. I want to be in a relationship. Yeah, I want marriage. I want this. I want that. I want kids. I'm definitely down for the cause. And then boom, you start having sex, you start getting into some shit, your feelings start getting involved, then the what are we conversation comes up, and then all of a sudden it's, oh, whoa, you moving too fast, ma.
Wow,
we got a good vibe.
Much.
Yeah, we got a good vibe going on. Why we got to put a label on it?
Now, what about the guys who, speaking of good guys, what about the ones who, well, I'll say this, from my experience, men who come out of their own mouths and say, I'm a good guy, are usually the absolute worst ones. Like, if you tell me, or when I was on the dating sites, if I saw I'm a good guy, I don't care how good you looked. I don't care. That bio could be pristine, bitch. It could have been written by, I don't fucking know, Stephen King. I don't know, somebody who can write. I was about to say Stephen King, but bitch, maybe not Stephen King. But, you know, it could be like a bomb-ass bio, and if you have, I'm a good guy, just looking for a nice woman, no, you got to go, because usually the guys who have to pat themselves on the back, they actually need to be kicked in the ass instead. Yeah. So, fuck that shit.
Every single time. It never fails. I have yet to meet a good dude that was telling people how good of a man he is. I know a good ass dude right now. I have not once in all the years that we've known each other and have been speaking to each other, I've never heard him say that I'm a good man. I've never heard it, because he's demonstrating it. He's in his words, in his actions. I've seen it, and it's like, I respect that. It's the ones, like going back to old dude that I was dating. I've never seen such showboating.
You sure you don't want me to fight him?
I think I do, actually.
Okay.
Because the more that I talk about him, the more I'm like, Andrea. And you know, I was thinking about this. You know how we have the 80-20 situation, right? In my mind, I think I rationalized him being a good candidate for me, because the 20 that was kind of like, I don't know.
Now, just for people who don't know, what do you mean by 80-20?
Oh,
because somebody might be listening and
right. When you get with somebody, we all know that no one is 100% perfect, right?
Right.
So we tend to go with someone that knocks off 80% of our, list that we have in our mind about who our ideal mate is going to be. And if they're missing that, final 20, then it's still okay because we have 80% of what we are looking for in a mate. And so the 20% that was missing from him, he was good on paper, and that good on paper made up his full 80%. And the 20% that was missing was what I really cared about. And I allowed it to be what it was because I'm like, okay, I can work with the 80% because it's 80%. I can, the other shit, I know I'm not going to get perfection out of anybody. So let me just go with this 80. But I need somebody with a personality. I need somebody that, doesn't. It was a lot of red flags. It was a lot of red flags that made up that 20%. And
right.
Now,
do you think that those red flags the 20% that you kind of overlooked, do you think that if you would have paid more attention to that, put, I guess, not pressure, but if you would have looked at it a little more closely, do you think that some of the stuff that happened more recently could have possibly been avoided because maybe you wouldn't have gone for it? And I'm not obviously not blaming you at all. Like, I'm just saying, like, do you feel that if you would have paid more attention to that 20, do you think that it would have kind of changed the fact that you would even ask, like, what are we doing? Where are we going? Like,
Yeah, absolutely. Because the 20 that was missing and the 20 that was should have been a non-negotiable for me, that pretty much that it could have been easily switched. Fuck the good on paper shit. I could have that 20 could have been the 80, and it wasn't. And I rationalized the fact that I thought that I knew him enough to where that 20 would come eventually as we were going along in the dating. You know what I mean?
See, and that goes to a conversation that I literally just had. I think I posted a meme before we started recording. I don't give people the benefit of the doubt anymore. I don't do that because I've learned in the past, at least in my experience, everybody's dating experience is very different, but what I've learned is that whatever it is that you motherfucking show me at any point during our talking stage, courting stage, whatever it is that you show me is exactly who you are. And I feel like in the past I've been very guilty with people that I've dated or had interest in giving people the benefit of the doubt when in time they proved that they didn't deserve that, because whatever it was that they were doing, whatever it was that they were saying, like how they were presenting themselves at that time, that was some shit that ended up being like the big, I think Oprah, and I said this on the podcast before, Oprah has this quote where she says, and I'm paraphrasing, it's like these little pebbles that lead to the big rock. And so the things, like when I would give people the benefit of the doubt, I can let that go, it's not a big deal. It was the little pebbles leading up to the big rock of this nigga ain't shit.
Right.
This nigga is trash. They are trash. Not even trash adjacent. No, bitch, you the trash. No like trash that, adjacent. Yeah. That's you. Yeah. So I stopped giving people the benefit of the doubt, and everything what you show, and this is gonna sound corny, I keep notes on people, like, because again, going back to the memory thing, sometimes I really can't recall like certain things, and so I have like a notepad, and I will keep notes, be like, on October 15th, like 2019,
snipers.
This nigga said, I really do, because I feel, because what the reason why I do that, and I started doing that because I was on this I don't remember how I got to this website, but it was a message board about relationships, and this girl was saying that she would always kind of keep like mental notes of things that people did, so that way you can begin to see a pattern. And so that's why I started doing it. Like, so I keep like if I'll tell you this, listen, if you're out here and you're listening and you get a chance to date your girl, know that I have a notepad of notes on your ass. And I write down everything, bitch. I will write down, like, I'm writing down the good shit too. I'm writing down your favorite foods because I might forget that. I'm writing down the things you don't like to eat. I'm writing down, you know, the things that you told me were gonna happen, like things that you said that you were gonna do, and I put the date, and I will go back some periodically and I will look at, like, if we got into a disagreement, I wrote that down because I want to remember what it was, not because I want to throw it in your face, but because if it happens again, I'm like, okay, all right, here we go. So on January 2nd, 2020, this happened, and then it happened again on February 14th, conveniently Valentine's Day, bitch. And then it happened again on February 25th. So now it's a pattern, and that is the little pebble that's leading to the big rock of what's going to be like the big problem that, hey, yes, you can use that idea if you'd like.
I will, Gia.
Yes, bitch.
Listen, I didn't even
call me Dr. Gia, bitch.
Okay,
relationship
thank you,
expert.
All right.
Left cheek, right cheek. Left cheek, right cheek.
Speaking of relationship expert, we are not that, but we have a listener letter this week.
Hey. Okay, your trumpet's broke. It was broke when you did it the time before, like before we came back. It's still broken. You had plenty of time to get that. We're not giving you the benefit of the doubt, bitch. We're not giving you the benefit of the doubt. No, like my niece says, sure you are.
Shit. So, this comes from, let me see if this is anonymous. I don't think so, but I'll read it anyway. Okay, it says, hey friends, hey. At the beginning of, all right. It says, at the beginning of quarantine, I doubled down with my therapist and reassessed my relationships, friendships, and otherwise to do some desperately needed boundary setting. The exercise was really cathartic, and months later, I feel like I made the right choices in cutting some people off and putting others in categories to keep my nerves from being fried. The one thing I didn't do was tell any of the people I set new boundaries with what those boundaries were. There was no iOS press release or loud ass Real Housewives speakerphone, we need to talk conversation. So my question is, do you think I should have had a conversation with some of these people to let them know that how I plan to interact with them or not has changed? Or do they just figure it out? Love the podcast. Ooh. Can't wait to hear what the aunties have to say. Much love, Bobby.
Okay, so first of all, I would like to say that I love the word cathartic. It's one of the words that literally makes my vagina tingle. So thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that. Now, okay. So did you want to answer this first, or
we're probably going to answer the same way? Mine is short. I feel like I think you should let everybody, if the boundaries have changed with these people in a good or bad way, more than likely it's going to be a bad way, because otherwise you wouldn't have to say anything. Right. I would say absolutely let them know, because people can't change their behavior or modify their shit if they don't know that they're doing something wrong, in fact. So I think that it would behoove, if you want to keep these friendships, it would behoove you to let these people know what they're doing wrong, or what you're not going to be accepting from them from here forward.
Right.
That's all I got to say on it.
So here is my thing. If you're creating these boundaries and you've had so I feel a couple things, but if you're creating these boundaries and these are conversations, maybe and I'm just assuming here, let's just say that you're friends with Jane Doe, and Jane Doe has this thing that she consistently does that literally makes you feel disrespected. It fucks with your security, self-esteem, however the fuck you want to put it. And you've had a conversation with Jane Doe before about how it made you feel. And the behavior itself didn't change. At that point, I feel like when you create a boundary that essentially just gets you to the point where you're not even speaking, you're choosing not to fuck with that person, you're choosing not to hang with them as heavily as you did before, I don't think that they need another explanation. I'm not a fan of repeating myself. Yeah, listen, you know, one of the things that I say all the time, and I shouldn't have to repeat it because it's kind of like comedic that I even repeat this. I hate repeating myself. That for me is like nails to a chalkboard. It's like for some people how they can't stand to hear people chew. That for repeating myself literally makes me angry. Like I'm talking, and I'm working on it. In therapy, I'm working on it, but I don't like repeating myself. And I feel like if I tell you that I feel a certain way because of certain things that you're doing to me, that right there was your warning. The next step is I got to cut you off. And I don't feel like I need to give you, I used to give people like these summations of, okay, so I'm sending you this text to let you know that I think that, you know, maybe we should, you know, not chill with each other like that anymore. Maybe we shouldn't be hanging out anymore because people be knowing what the fuck they be doing. And especially now, if it's a situation where a person is completely ignorant to what it is that they're doing, and you didn't open up your mouth and tell them, you know, what's a problem and why it's a problem for you. To me,
and that's where I think Bobby is. He didn't say that he told them like time and time again what it is, and he's just now drawing boundaries. He said this is something new that, you know, through therapy he's now going to be enforcing his boundaries and shit. So should he now tell these people what these new boundaries are, or should he just be like, nah, they gonna figure it out, they be all right?
I don't think that, I mean, if he really values the friendship, like you said, if it's something that you value and these are people that you actually want to keep around, I think it's fair to, you know, let them know, like, hey, you know, you guys, it's certain things that I may have, you know, been cool with before, I may have let slide before, and it's no longer cool to me. And, you know, you can explain it now. If they become habitual line steppers and they keep crossing over that boundary like you didn't set that shit,
cut them off.
I say kick them in the back. As a matter of fact, do you want me to meet you somewhere and fight them? Because I'll fight them.
Here we fucking go.
Let me know. Post your location, Bobby.
You do.
Let me know if them people keep fucking with you. Your auntie got your bag.
Post your location. Somebody get
my sneakers ready. My sneakers ready, bitch. I keep a fresh pair in the back of the truck, okay?
With that yapper.
Hey, and listen, I have my t-shirt twisted around my hand and I'm spinning that shit like a helicopter. That's what you gonna know. I am spinning that shirt, bitch.
I'm so tired of you. I promise. I promise.
That's what your lips say, but hey, you're still here. Week after week, you're still here. Look at it.
And somebody I got to go. How? Why is it? How is it? What are we doing? Child. Well, I don't have anything else. Oh, not even anything else. I was going to ask you, do you have any final words? But before I do that, if you guys have any letters that you want to send us for our advice, our what word am I thinking of? Our valuable.
You want our expertise?
Come on, somebody, expertise. Our expert advice. If you want that, go ahead and drop us a letter to the. What is it? Every week, I just can't commit this goddamn email to memory. It's FIMHpod@gmail.com, and you can send us a letter. Keep it short, keep it cute, like Bobby did. Thank you, Bobby, for following directions. It's appreciated. If you want to just say hi, go ahead.
If you have our attention, do something with it.
y'all please cut her off. I can't.
Now, if I wake up after they listen to this podcast and my ass is blocked, I'll be like, I'll be goddamn. With my hands on my hips and everything, I'll be goddamn.
Right. Go act up this whole episode with question marks in her eyes, child. Listen, if you guys want to keep up with us on social media, please do Make sure you follow the Instagram, follow the YouTube page, follow us on Facebook, all that stuff. Keep up with your girls at FIMH Pod on Instagram, Friend in My Head on Facebook, and YouTube is
Friend in My Head with no space.
No spaces. There we go.
And you can also go to the link in our bio on the Friend in My Head podcast Instagram. We have a link tree because we fancy.
Oh, come on.
We got
fancy.
a link tree, and it's got all of our ways. We even got a Patreon on the way, nigga.
Oh,
that's how much
y'all in
we
for a
fucks
fucking
with
treat
you.
with that. Listen, y'all in for a fucking treat with that Patreon.
And we listen. Go to our OnlyFans, onlyfans.com/friend in my head.
You know what? I done 3 times I done told y'all, get your auntie, and she's still acting up.
Listen, I just want to know who want to fight. Who want to fight?
Gia, do you have any closing thoughts you want to share with the people?
I posted this on Instagram. This girl, I don't know if it's her quote or if it's somebody else's. Shout out to Emerald. But I posted this and I felt like it works perfectly for the conversation that we had on today. Church member.
Let me get. I was just about to say, let me get my change ready because I feel like it's about to be a word.
Listen, with the Martin Luther King fan in your face.
You know it. I'm ready, sister.
One of the lessons of this season of my life is that confusion and inconsistency and mixed signals all have to be processed as nah.
Ooh, somebody.
How you feel? Snap,
Ooh.
snap, 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 snap.
Baby.
Listen. Let me run that back one more again.
Please
one
do.
more time.
I need it.
One of the lessons of this season of my life is that confusion, inconsistency, and mixed signals all have to be processed as nah. Because again, if a person wants you, they're going to make time. It ain't going to be no mixed signals. They're going to be well-intended. They're going to talk to you. You are going to know beyond the shadow of a doubt, I am courting you. You are the person I'm looking at. You are it. And if you have to question anything about their moves, you have to question anything about what they say, how they say it, when they do it, just say nah. Let go and let God, sis, because that nigga don't want you. I'll fight him.
I got my hands stretched down to the heavens above because she blessing us, y'all. She done blessed us yet
Shout
again,
out
baby.
to Emerald for that quote. Shout out
Thank
to her because,
you,
like I said,
Emerald.
I don't know if it's her quote or if it's one that she found and just repost. I don't give a fuck. Process that shit as a nah.
That's it.
Oh, hey, let me write that down. Yeah.
You know what, y'all?
I think our audience is gonna pick up on how we come up with titles for our show.
Right. Because when that spirit jumps off in our chest, we gotta
write that down. We write that down. We write it down and we fight.
No,
ma'am.
I'm so tired. You know what? Thank you for sharing your words from Emerald. I appreciate it. I feel it. I receive it. I will take that and put it in my fucking pocket. And bitch, it's over for the fuck boys. It's over for the good guys.
Over.
And I'm doing hard air quotes when I say good guys because we all know
if
that
you
they
a
ain't
good guy,
guys.
If you're a good guy, you wouldn't even have to say it. You wouldn't have to say it.
That is it. I hope you guys tune in next week. Thank you for listening.
Y'all better tune the fuck in next week. Bye. Because we'll fight. We'll fight. We fight. We are the aunties that fight. I mean, bye, but we'll still fight. No. Okay, no. I will.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.